So I'm running out of hiding spaces. So we're gonna come up with a new intro soon, when I can think of one. Anyways, I have an incredible story to tell you guys. I have tried to record this 3 times. First time twice. First time the file was corrupted. Second time, I cut off half of my face. I'm a film major, keep that in mind. So good job, Annika. So now I really made sure that it's really wide. Maybe we could just adjust that a little bit. I feel so far away from you guys. Okay. Okay, cool. Awesome. I think it's in focus. Watch it not be in focus, and I'll be like, well, it's good enough. So, today, I'm going to tell you something that changed my life. So, where do I start? Well, I guess I'll start how I started in every other video that I failed to record properly. So, for about like a month or so, I had felt like unloved and unaccepted by my church. And there were, sermons, like there's specifically this one really bad sermon that was preached that I went to, and it was like this ex-gay guy. That's what he claims to be. I don't believe it. Don't tell him I said that. And he was like, yeah, I have a wife now, and like, no, I think that like now when I like think about like gay anything, like it's disgusting to me, and like he was like, everyone who's gay like either like has like a messed up relationship with like someone in their life that they need to fix, or they've like been abused as a child, or like aren't close enough to the parent of the same sex or whatever. It was just like, you are ridiculous, like get out of here. And I left and I was just like bawling. I was like done. I was like, nope, okay, you can leave now, bye. So after that I made this video. I think it was the last video I made. I'm not really sure. Let me check my watch. Just kidding. It's not on there. So, this last video, I think, that I made was, like, me talking about homosexuality within the context of the Bible as a Christian, which I am. And I'm also gay. I'm not a gay boy, by the way. I am a lesbian. Just in case you're wondering, I am a girl. I just have a shaved head. It's growing back slowly. Give it time. I rock it though. Where was I at? This is failing already. So, okay, so I remembered my train of thought. So, after I made that video, I sent it to one of my pastors, and he watched it and he commented on Facebook and was like, I saw your video, I loved it, I thought it was hilarious, I thought it was like, great, and I really want to like get to know you and like talk to you. And so I went to church that Sunday, and I saw him, and we talked for just like 2 minutes, and we like made plans to get lunch. And he was like, send me like your like he was like, what do you want to eat? I was like, I'll eat anything. He's like, all right, we're getting Chipotle. Send me your Chipotle order. I'll have it. Like, it will arrive. Like, it'll be there for you. And I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is buying me food. Like, that is so sweet. And a Chipotle, like, that's kind of expensive. So, like, I was like, really, like, wow. And so the night before, but I was also bracing myself when I was driving there. Like, I was like, all right, So, Annika, you know what's going to happen. He's going to be like, you're gay. That's wrong. You haven't tried hard enough or something, and you need to change. So, I get there. And I get there before him. Ian, loser. Just kidding. It's so mean. I get there before him, and then he like comes in like a couple like seconds after me, and he like grabs all the food and stuff and sits down, and like we like start like he starts like eating and stuff, and he's like and I start eating. We like said a prayer before we ate, and then I actually took a bite before we said the prayer because I didn't know I didn't know any better, and I was like, oh well, I just screwed this up. So anyways, after we were done praying, he was like, all right, so what's your story? And I was like really shocked. I was like, what's my story? Oh my gosh, how do I even like, my story is really long. Like, he's like, what is your life story from like beginning to like now? And I was like, wow, all right. And so while he was eating his burrito, I was like telling him my entire life story, which has a lot of really bad parts to it. If it were like a storybook, like, you know, I have a lot of like evil villains or whatever, like demons, my skeletons in my closet, whatever. Like, you know, I've gone through a lot. And so I was like telling him about my life story, like everything, like coming out everything. And he like was laughing and like crying with me like the entire time. And like when I told him about like my coming out experience and how hard part of it was, like he like came up and he hugged me. And then after I was done telling my life story, he was like Annika, like I just want you to know that you were just like, Jesus just loves you so much, and I love you too. And like this church, like I know that people are going to be like, you know, judgmental, but please just stick around, bear with us, have like mercy and grace. And because this is where you belong. This is your church, like, and I want you here. And then he was like, and I have something that I want to give you. And his, like, in the entire time we were talking, like, that I had ever interacted with him, his eyes just, like, lit up. Like, if he had, like, a superpower, his eyes would, like, shoot out, like, hearts. Like, his eyes literally were saying, like, hey, I love everyone. Like they're just, like, he's so full of love. It's beautiful. And so he's like, I want to tell you this backstory before I give you this. He's like, all right, so there's this nonprofit organization. I know about this because I'm a geek. And he was like where they hire homeless people, and they have these homeless people refurbish keys, and then like they put words onto them, and then they sell the keys. And he was like, and like what you're supposed to do is when you get a key from someone, it means that that person thinks that you needed to hear that at the time, and then you pass that key on to someone else who you think needs to hear that word in their life. And he was like, my friend gave me this key, and I've been waiting for the perfect moment and the perfect person to give it to, and I want to give it to you. And he took off his necklace, and he gave me this key, and it says, belong. And he said, you belong, like, you belong in the church, like, you belong as, like, a child of God, like, just everything that I needed to hear. Just everything I needed to hear. It was so beautiful. And, you know, like, ever since that interaction, my life has changed. like, I thought I knew Jesus. I thought I knew who Jesus was until I looked into his eyes, into that pastor's eyes, and I saw the unconditional love that he had for me. It was so, like, awe-stricken. Like, I was so awe-stricken. Sorry, grammar. And like, it was just beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. And ever since, like, I've talked to him, like, become friends with him, like, slowly and stuff, and, like, I'm just a changed person, and I can feel that presence. Like, I can feel that, like, I really am changing, like, for the better, like, and that, I have a long way to go. I just recently made amends with people that, I, need to reach out to and apologize for, certain whatever mistakes I made. And I, like, cleared my plate, and I was like, all right, I'm not going to let my past define me anymore. Like, I'm going to be this new person. And, I mean, it's going to be hard. And don't get me wrong. But I want to be that person that he was to me, where people just, like, look at me and they're just like, what makes you so happy? Like, how do you have so much love in your life? And I'm just like, honestly, like, it's Jesus. It's Jesus. And I also want to reach out to the people, if you've stuck around. I don't know if you have. I mean, I talked a lot about Jesus, so I don't know if if there are people out there, they're struggling with their faith, or they don't have faith at all in God or in Jesus. I just want to say that, first of all, I'm sorry if someone did something to turn you off from religion and make you, like, not want to believe in God. I'm so sorry. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry. And I know what that's like. What I do know is that God loves you so much, and he is chasing after your heart, and he just wants you so badly. And it doesn't matter what you've done or where you're at in your life, because he will meet you there. It doesn't matter. It's not a rule book. It's not, hey, I need to do this, and then I'll be holy enough. Like, there's so many stories in the Bible where, like Jesus, like, preaches about, like, how, like, there's this, like, one person that's, like, super, like, follows all the laws, whatever, and is, like, self-righteous. And then this person that's, like, a sinner, and they're, like, super, like, humble and, like, hey, like, I know I'm a sinner, like, please forgive me. And God's like, I want that person. Like, that person, screw them. They're a jerk. Like, I want this person. And so there's hope. And I know that it's hard. It's hard to find genuine followers of Jesus out there. But I'll leave a link down below for the nonprofit organization. And I'm going to buy a key myself. And I'm going to give it away to someone who I think needs it. I'm going to keep this key just because, not to be selfish, but because it is so monumental in my life. But I am going to buy a key for someone, and I'm going to wear it, and I'm going to give it to them. And I want to see, that change their life. So that is basically the story. And I love you so much. God loves you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and that you help people out, because everyone needs a little help sometimes. Here, I'll show you the key real quick. Let me just zoom in. I don't know if it's like, can you see it? The chain's kind of like all up in there. Anyways, there's the key. Alright, I love you guys. Bye.